What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or a loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. Hey, and welcome back to another episode. So today is going to be straightforward. I'm going to give you 7 tips on how to get out of a rut. But first, what is a rut? Well, a rut happens when you're not motivated. You don't feel like taking action, and you probably haven't been taking action for a while now. And if you've been listening to me, then you know the saying that I always say is inaction creates more inaction. It just does. The more you don't do anything, the easier it is to keep not doing anything. Inaction creates more inaction, and action will always create more action. The more action you take, the easier it is to continue to keep taking action. And before I dive into more of that, let me just say this. A lot of folks feel like they think they need to be motivated in order to take action. Like having motivation is a prerequisite to taking action. And actually, it really ain't true. Psychologists have found that in order to be motivated, you actually need to take action first. Studies show that you become more motivated once you take some kind of action first. And that action is going to give you a little jolt of active, give you a jolt of active inspiration. And that's going to naturally produce momentum. And of course, momentum is going to inspire you to take action, to keep taking action. And we actually take action all day long. Every day we take action. We just ain't taking the action we want in order to build the things or the life we want. For example, when you gotta go pee, you get up off the couch or up out the bed and you go pee. When you get hungry, you get up and you go get food somehow. You don't need no inspiration to go to the bathroom. You don't need motivation to get up and go get something to eat. You're taking action. Even if you just sit on the couch and stare at the wall, that's an action. You have to make a choice to sit there and take the action of staring at the wall. We take action all day. But the reason we may be in a rut is because the actions we've been taking aren't the actions that's going to actually move the needle forward in our lives. If a lion walked in your front door right now, you wouldn't need motivation to get up and get moving. No, you would just do it. You would just go. So really what it boils down to is figuring out how to just do it. Nike, how to just get moving and go. And one of the main things we need to focus on, and something I've been talking about a lot lately, is just starting small. Focusing on something small. A lot of times when you don't start, is because you think about all the things that need to be done. You think about that big goal, the goal for the year or 5 years, or an overall goal you want to achieve. And you think about the goal, and really, if you think about it closer, that big goal ain't even important right now. It ain't. What's important is today and what you do today, because that goal won't happen if you don't take the steps today, if you don't do the small things. The small things will add up to the big things. And to get the needle moving forward, we have to think in terms, or we have to look at it in two ways. You have your mind and you have your body. Excuse me. Your mind, your thoughts, what you're thinking, and your body, how you feel. And also how and when you move your body. And yes, you can listen to a YouTube video or a podcast, maybe one like mine, and it can motivate you. And you're like, hell yeah, I'm going to get my ass up and take action. And you do. That can happen. But the majority of the time, you have to actually move your body when you really just don't feel like moving your body. When the last thing you feel like doing is working on that thing. And by doing that, your mind will bring your body up to speed and help you create more action. Motivation can come from the body and it can come from the mind. And we're going to go over, I think I said 7 at first. It's actually 6 different tips to help get out of that rut. And this ain't rocket science, right? Just small things every day that compound over the days, over the weeks, over the years. They compound and you can change your life. You can make a difference. So let's dive in. Number one is get up. Get your ass up. That's number one. Just get your body moving. Whether that means you got to get up and go get coffee, make tea, do jumping jacks, shake your limbs out, jog around the room. I'm serious. You can cuss me out the whole time you're doing it. Like, dariusdotch, you got me doing push-ups, got me jumping up and down. Look, if it gets your heart rate going, then yes, please feel free to cuss me out. But get your heart moving a little bit. Get that blood flowing in your body. All that inaction is only creating more inaction. And you got to start somewhere, right? So get up, get your body going, get your body in the mode of action, not just sitting. And that leads to step number 2, which is just take small steps. And we talked about it already, but we get caught up thinking about all the things we need to do instead of thinking about the next thing we need to do, the next step, the next task, the next small thing we have to do one at a time. And I literally just did this just now. As I'm recording this episode, I didn't feel like recording it right now, but I have to. Well, I don't have to, but if I don't, I'll be making my week longer than it needs to be because I have to train some folks in person this week. Plus, I'm working on a bunch of other things. And if I don't do this today, it's going to add to my already long list. And then I'm going to be feeling overwhelmed because I procrastinated. If I do it now, it's going to be way better for me in the long run. So what did I do? I just got up. I literally ran up the stairs, which ain't nothing special because I always run up the steps. But I ran up the steps, stepped outside on the deck, got some sunshine on my skin, came back in the house, started moving by tidying up my room. And that slight movement from me sitting at the edge of the bed, looking at my phone to me just jumping up, running up the steps, going outside, coming back in, putting away some laundry and washing like 2 dishes. That got me to be able to just sit at my desk and start recording. And look at me now. Just 20 minutes ago, I wasn't taking action at all. And now that I'm recording, it ain't like I'm going to just stop. No, I'm going to take more action and finish. I'm in it now. I'm literally doing the thing. But it took me to 1, move my body, and 2, take the first step, turn on the computer, and just sit at my desk. That tiny step, just sitting at my desk, not at the edge of my bed, but my desk, that led to you hearing me right now. Small step. And you take that small step and you focus on the next 60 seconds. I didn't even have a plan. I just know I needed to move, and I got up and I went outside. And if you work from home and you need to get some stuff done, the next 60 seconds, just focus on getting up, sitting at your desk and opening your computer. Then go from there. If you're at the gym, focus on the next 60 seconds of that set. Focus on the next 60 seconds. Focus on the next 60 seconds of that chapter of that book you want to write. What to do in the next 60 seconds. What does that look like? Focus on the next minute instead of the whole big goal or the entire task. Thinking about everything you have to do in this moment in your rut, that can be demotivating. 100% paralysis by analysis is going to set in. But if you just think about that next small step, the next 60 seconds, and just finishing whatever that small step is, it's going to free up some mental bandwidth for you. So that's number 2. Take a small step. What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode, and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get back to it. Okay, so small step taken, that's step 2. The third thing to do is celebrate your small wins. Celebrate for the micro wins. And I can't stress enough how important this is. And I talk about this a lot on here. But after you complete a task or you check something off that list, celebrate. Say, hell yeah, let's go. Do your little dance that you do. You finish a set at the gym, do a fist pump. Say, boom, got that done. And talk to yourself. Say, I'm proud of you. You didn't feel like going. You didn't feel like doing any of this. And look at you. Look at you taking action and getting stuff done. Good shit. You doing the damn thing. Like me right now, me recording this podcast. You better believe after I record it, as I'm crossing it off my list, I'm going to say, let's go. That's how you put in work to build the life you want. Keep going. Let's go. And I really do. And when you start to celebrate yourself, your body is going to release dopamine. And dopamine is subjective, right? It is. You can decide to celebrate damn near anything. And when dopamine gets released, it makes you feel good. And it also is motivating because you want more of it. You get that dopamine and your body say, oh, okay, I like that. And this just ain't some corny thing, right? This is actual science. Actually, a guy by the name of BJ Fogg, who's a psychologist at Stanford, he found that celebrating yourself makes you more motivated to do the next action that got you the dopamine in the first place. It's called a dopamine reward system. You got the dopamine, it made you feel good, and you want to get it again. That's the simple, which again, if you've been listening to me, you've heard me talk about that before. So set up your dopamine reward system. That's the third step. Celebrate those small steps, those small wins. Number 4, turn off your phone. Turn off as many electronics as you actually can. And I ain't telling you nothing you don't already know with this one. And aside from the fact that all that blue light and how it affects you, and the overkill of stimulation from social media and what that does to your brain, aside from the fact that your phone and social media apps are literally designed to have you addicted, but it can make you sit and do nothing productive all day if you let it. How many times you done picked up your phone just to check something or just to text somebody, and the next thing you know, you look up and 30 minutes went by while you were supposed to be working on something? That phone, that Netflix, that Hulu is designed to keep you occupied. Now, I ain't saying to never watch anything or never be on social media, but if you're trying to get out of a rut, it's only going to hold you back. It's only going to keep you from taking action. So whatever you can do to turn off as many electronics as possible. It's a good chance that your phone got you in that rut in the first place. So try to get away from your phone, from your TV. So that's number 4. Number 5 is once you start to feel momentum on your side, ride it. Ride that momentum. A lot of times we get some momentum, we get things done, we have some productivity about ourselves, and then that lazy feeling sets in and we end up right back. And this is also another reason why it's important not to go back to your phone while you're getting stuff done. You might be in the middle of getting things done. You pick up that phone and you get sucked in. Now you've been scrolling for 40 minutes and all that momentum you had is gone. Now you got to start from zero again. Once you start getting that momentum, feel that momentum and be aware of you trying to sabotage yourself. It's easy to keep that momentum going forward if you're moving the needle forward. But if you at a standstill and not doing anything, it's harder to get that momentum back. Like pushing a broke down car. It's hard to get it moving at first, but once you get some momentum, it's easy to keep it going. You just got to keep pushing, right? So keep pushing. Do whatever you can to keep it. Find it, ride it, get that feeling of going in the right direction. And you better believe this happens to me too, right? My phone gets me all the time. I can feel it happening. I'll be sitting at my desk and I'll just have the urge to check my phone. And even though I'm conscious of why I'm feeling this urge, even though I recognize that, hey, Dotch, you putting in some work right now, you don't need that phone, I still find it hard as hell to resist it. And sometimes I can't. And I end up on my phone and my momentum needs to be forced back up again. So keep that momentum on your side. That's number 5. And the last one, number 6, try to get around other people that can help you move towards what you want. Maybe you got to meet up with a friend at a coffee shop, somebody who has things to get done that they have to work on too. Now, I know we all been there, done that, right? You get around somebody who has work to do, and you just being around them as they work is going to motivate you to start doing something. Like for me at the gym, I could be in the middle of a set and I could be tired as hell already and just be done mentally and just say, you know what? You got enough. How much you really need to work out? You can just skip this last set and nobody would ever know. You still got muscles. You good. But what gets me moving is when somebody comes close by in my area and now there's this little voice in my head and it make me want to lift even harder because somebody else is watching, especially if it's a woman. Hey, I'll be honest. I don't know if women do it, but men do it. If a woman walk by you as you in the middle of a set, man, that's about to be the most perfect form you ever had. You're about to do 2 more than you planned on doing. It's about to be the best set. You get motivation from that small voice. Well, it's not even really a voice, but you get an instant uptick in motivation to go that much harder, right? Anyway, I digress. But get around people that can help you move towards what you want. You don't even have to go to a coffee shop with a friend. It can just be strangers, right? Get around people that won't be a distraction. That's key. But that's number 6. Get around people that can help you move towards what you want. And that's it. These are just a few small things to help you get out of that rut. Get up and get your body moving. Take small steps. Celebrate the small wins. Turn off your phone and electronics. Ride your momentum once you get it. And try to be around other people that'll help you stay motivated to keep working or to start working. So, simple. Not easy. Not saying all this is easy. Definitely easier said than done, but it's simple and easy to comprehend and 100% something you can do. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.